Hey everyone, Denise here from So Limitless, and in today's video I want to share with you how I made a dress from a tunic pattern. So let's get started. First of all, welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, if you're new here, then hi, my name is Denise, and for whatever reason, I just wanted to, I saw this on Amazon. I wanted to make something similar, not exact, but something similar, but I wanted to do it with a pattern that I already had. So I went through the patterns that I currently have, and I found one, which is the Angela Wolf Tunic pattern, and I will put up a picture for you so you can see that. And I wanted to change that into a dress pattern. Now, this tunic top is one that I've made many times before. So I've had experience with making that particular pattern, and I knew what changes as far as the sizing. I know I needed to like go up a size, not because I was making it into a dress, but just so I needed a larger size than the last time I had traced the pattern. So that's what I did. That was the first thing, is I went ahead and traced the pattern with the size that I needed. I went one size up. So I knew that that would fit. Now, the concern was in lengthening the pattern. I wasn't quite sure what I would need to look out for or whatever, but I am a member of the Fashion Sewing Club, which is Angela Wolf's fashion sewing group, and she's the designer of the pattern that I was using. So I was able to ask her directly, what do I need to look out for? And so she was telling me about making sure to grade it out and spread the pattern. So I will show you the picture of the pattern pieces. Basically, it's just the front and the back that needed to be spread out. And I tried to do those at least about the same on the front and the same on the back, so that obviously you need the sides to meet when you're putting this together. But the process was actually very easy. I measured the length that I wanted. Now, to be honest, I had tried this probably 4 years ago. I had done one. I don't think I have pictures. I don't think I can find the pictures. It was probably 4 or 5 years ago, but I wasn't exactly happy with it. I didn't spread the pattern out as much as it needed to be. So I wanted to do a better job with it this time around. And as it turns out, I was very happy with how everything worked out. So lengthening, you got to measure from, I believe it's the back neck to the length that you want, and then make sure that your front and your back pieces are going to be even, certainly, so that they can meet. Now, if you want to do a high-low, that's going to be different. Obviously, you're going to be higher. The hem will be higher in the front than it will be in the back, which is fine if that's the look you're going for. Mine kind of actually is a bit of a high-low, even though I wasn't actually trying to do that, but it worked out in the end. Fabric-wise, I used a piece of fabric that I had found in my stash. I had been looking for this. It is, I believe, a rayon. It's this pink polka dot. I believe it is a rayon fabric. And I had bought that locally at G Street Fabrics here in Maryland. It has a great amount of easy to wear. It's very flowy. This is a woven fabric. The pattern is designed for woven fabrics. So that's what I use. Now, because this project was actually very easy, I think I did overthink it and ended up making the front placket longer. For whatever reason, I thought that because it's a dress, I would need the front placket to be longer so that I could get it over my head. I know that doesn't actually make any sense, because if the shirt fits over my head, then there's no reason that the dress wouldn't. I don't know what I was thinking. So I actually lengthened that by about 1.5 inches or 2 inches. That ended up, of course, being way too deep. So what I ended up doing was holding those two pieces together, because they meet in the center, and then doing like a whip stitch on the back side of it so that they stay together. And that's how it's actually attached. You know, that's how it's sewn right now. So I just sewed up like a couple of inches or an inch and a half, and to correct that mistake. So I've already changed the pattern piece so that I will know when I do this again not to do that. I just changed it back to how the shirt pattern is. But whatever the case, I've corrected that mistake. So yeah, that was done. But that was the only challenge. Now, of course, I did add pockets to my dress. I just did inseam pockets, and I don't have any problem or issue with the pockets sort of floating. That doesn't actually happen. I did actually become concerned, like maybe I should have done a different type of pocket, but there really is no issue with the design of the pocket and how it fits into the dress. So that is the only other thing I believe that I've added to that. I believe the hem is maybe a couple of inches on that, on the bottom of the dress. But this was a project that I just wanted to do. I wanted to sort of challenge myself to see if I could do it and how it would turn out. Like I said, that was my inspiration, was seeing this, but not necessarily wanting to make something exactly like that, but using a pattern that I already have, because why not use the patterns that you already have? So that was the only reason I wanted to do it, just as a little challenge to myself. But like I said, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it's very comfortable. I've worn it out, and it's light and breezy, perfect for summer, which is exactly what I wanted. So basically, that is it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Go ahead, give the video a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my channel. Also, hit that notification bell so that you will be notified the next time I upload a new video. But I do thank you all for watching. I appreciate your time. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.